Good morning, friends. We are going to be starting some chicken in the Instapot. So for this recipe, it does call for shredded chicken. You could either buy like a rotisserie chicken and shred it, but I got this big pack. This was 4 pounds of fresh chicken breast at Aldi. They had it on sale for $6. So I am just going to throw them in my Instapot. I'm going to put them, they are defrosted, so I'm going to put them in I put a cup of water. This is a 6-quart Instapot. I put 1 cup of water, and then I'm going to set the pressure on high for 10 minutes. I'm not going to use all of this for my soup, but I'm going to save some of it, and I'm going to make just keep it up so I can maybe do like a chicken salad on the side, which that's what I'm probably think I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to make some chicken salad, real basic, just chicken, and then just some mayonnaise, and then you could add whatever. You know, I'm really having a hard time. Ever since I did the egg fast, I can't do eggs that much. They really just gross me out. So yeah, I'll probably just do a little shredded chicken. I might just even keep it in a container for like easy meals for during the week, like on top of a salad or whatever. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead, throw this in the Instapot. I'm going to season it with some salt and pepper, put it on high for 10 minutes, and then a quick release. So it's cheaper. It would have cost me like $5 or $6 for a rotisserie chicken. And then I would have had to like go through and pick apart it, and I'm still getting more actual chicken this way. So, and yeah, I don't have to worry about like what they seasoned it with or anything like that. Like, it's coming fresh from me. So, all right, first things first is the chicken. Okay, so we're going to start on our chicken, like egg lemon soup. They do ask for a some cut up onion and carrot to fry it. I don't have an onion, and it's a snowstorm outside, so we're not going out there. And actually, the snowstorm's over, but it's like 5 degrees. Okay, we're not going out. And for carrots, since we are keto, I'm just gonna omit the carrots. So yeah, that's we're gonna be a little short on veggie, but it's all good. We're not gonna worry about it. But what we are going to add is some chicken broth. This is the organic chicken broth. Always make sure you check your macros, because some of them have sneaky macros. I'm going to add 1.5 of these in here. Okay. So we're gonna start on our soup first, and then I wanna cook this low and slow, and then by the time our bread is done, the soup will be nice and hot and ready to go. So I will link this recipe down below, but we are kind of winging it and doing it our own as well. So I did just go ahead and add 2 of these in here, but it's all good. And we're just gonna turn on our burner. I am going to add in 1 bag of frozen cauliflower rice. This will give off some water as well, guys, okay? And yeah, so we're gonna have that. I'm gonna have that on medium heat really quickly, and I'm gonna let this cook down just, you know, until the water starts to warm up and I can break up this cauliflower rice, and then I'll be back. This is starting to get warmed up now. You can see the cauliflower all melted down. So I'm actually gonna put that for right there. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm gonna add my seasoning. I'm gonna add about 4 cloves. I'm gonna add 4 cloves of garlic. I just use these. I've been using fresh garlic. I've been trying to use a lot of fresh seasonings lately, just because I feel like I can really taste the difference. But, you know, use what you got. If you got the powder, go with the powder. This garlic press, I've gotten questions on like where I've gotten it. This is a wedding shower gift. It's like one of those only things that like stayed with us that long. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I registered for it though at Bed Bath & Beyond. So I feel like Bed Bath & ooh, dang, that thing had some force to it. Bed Bath & Beyond has everything. The recipe did call for 3, but I used more because I like more. And I think Greek food has a very, like, they always use a lot of garlic. Next is going to be some dill. This is just dill weed. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of dill weed. Next thing is going to be some parsley. We're going to do 3 tablespoons of parsley. And then I'm going to get some fresh black pepper. But I'm just going to give a little sprinkle of salt. And yeah, so I'm going to let this heat up. I am not going to add my meat right away. So what I want to do is I want to actually get this nice and warm to where it's almost simmering, because I'm going to use the broth and I'm going to add it to my egg yolks, and that's what's going to like semi-cook the egg yolk, and then I'll add it back in here. So let's just mix all these seasonings together. We'll let this get hot and start simmering, and then we'll start adding the rest of the things here. So I'm gonna clean up and then I'll be back. So now we're going to take 4 egg yolks. Okay, so we're going to, and one's gonna be for the whites and one's gonna be for the yolks. I'm sure there's probably a more efficient way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it right now. So you just kind of go back and forth because you only want the yolk. The whites I'm gonna keep, and I'm gonna fry those up and put them in Benny's food. So yeah. So right here we have the 4 yolks, and then I'm just going to mix them up real quick, just make sure they're scrambled. 1 cup, this is just a thing I have, of the fluid from here, from the soup. Don't worry if you get like any of the cauliflower or anything in there. And I'm going to start entering it into here, and then I'm going to mix it. This is going to go into here, and then we're going to work that together. It's definitely given us that cream consistency now. I had thought that this was going to require some like heavy cream or something, but nope. And you want to do it separately, because if you were to have dumped the eggs right in here, they would have cooked right away. Okay, so now we're going to add in our chicken. This right here is the chicken breast that you see me pressure cook earlier. I threw them in the pressure cooker for I think about 15 minutes, and then let them, I quick released them when they were done, and that was it. And I just seasoned them with some salt and pepper. Be careful dumping them in because they will splash, and this is hot. I would love to know, what is your comfort food for the winter? So we are very much soup eaters, because my mom always made soup when the weather was bad. And I told you guys today we had like a snowstorm, and then it's like a freezing snowstorm right now, and now the weather's dropping so quickly outside, so it's like super duper cold. So it's one of those days where you just don't want to leave the house. So my mom always made like soup for us. And I'm gonna make some cheesy fathead bread to go on the side. So super comfort food, but super keto. All right, so next thing is going to be some lemon juice. We are going to add 1/2 of a cup. I might do just a little bit more, just because I did go a little extra, but this is my favorite part, is the lemon. You could add some like spinach in here. Again, we didn't add the onions or the carrots, so this is going to be super low carb. And you could always add more seasoning, more salt and pepper to taste. I might just add some more pepper, and we're gonna let this just simmer together and everything marry up, and then we will try it out. But yeah, let me clean up, and then we will start on our cheesy bread. All right, my friends, next up is some fathead dough. Fathead dough is the easiest thing you will ever make on keto. Preheat your oven to 425. So there you go. On the stove, I just have my soup sitting here on low, just so it's nice and warm, and everything is still, you know, cooking up, marrying all together, and the house is smelling really, really good. So you can see, doesn't that soup look beautiful? Nice and chunky too. Leo is not as much of a soup fan as I am, but if I make it really thick and chunky like this, like, not thick and chunky, but like with a lot of volume, you know, a lot of chicken or meat and vegetables, he really likes it. So, all right, fathead dough, let's do this. Okay, I have a bowl, microwave safe bowl, okay, that's very important. Next up is gonna be some cream cheese. You're gonna take 2 ounces of cream cheese, okay? Philadelphia. Always go, I know it's a little bit more pricey, but if you buy it at Costco, if you have a Costco card, it's way cheaper. But the Philadelphia cream cheese has only, I think it's less than 1 carb. Yeah, less than 1 carb per ounce. So, as the other brands, it's about 2 ounces. So, we're gonna take 2 ounces of cream cheese. Next thing is going to be some cheese. This is just the Kirkland shredded mozzarella. You could shred it yourself. This, you know, has carbs in it because it is shredded, but, you know, I go for convenience sometimes too, guys. So we're gonna toss this. So this is just the cream cheese and the cheese. This is gonna make our sticky dough, okay? This is gonna go into the microwave for 30-second intervals. I think I do 2 intervals. Each 30 seconds I'll go through and I kind of stir it up, okay? So I'll be back when this is melted. It's nice and soft, so you're able to mix everything. I hope you guys can see this. I'm gonna say one more time because the cheese still has a little bit of formation. So let's add our egg. And I just smooth it out. So on this baking dish, I have parchment paper. You want parchment paper, not wax paper, because it will stick. Okay, so we're gonna take our dough and we're gonna toss it on here. And I'm gonna wet my hands. I'm gonna take wet hands. And that's how it's gonna make it easy for you to use your fathead dough, because fathead dough is very tacky. So the wet hands make it easier, okay?
Like cheese, kinda.
It's a cheesy bread.
Like on pizza. It's kind of good like that.
It's very good.
I'm gonna save it. Anyway, a little picture for me.
Next up is we're going to season it. So I'm gonna take a little bit of parsley because I want to make it almost like a garlicky bread, and just kind of sprinkle parsley. You could season with however you like, but like I said, I'm making this kind of like a Italian or like garlic bread, like a garlic cheesy bread, you know, like you would get out of the restaurant with soups. Obviously some garlic and some black pepper. And then one last thing, my little secret trick on how to make it really rise is you're gonna take a fork and you're gonna stab it, and that's gonna make it real airy and fluffy, your crust. And then this is gonna go into the oven for about 15 minutes or however long. My oven takes 15, check yours at 10. And once it starts to get golden and start to rise, pull it out, because then we're gonna add more cheese, because duh, it's cheesy bread. But all right, be back. Look at that. So you can see how it has risen, and it's nice and toasty. It's about to get better. Just wait. Going back in with that mozzarella, and you are going to put some more on the top here. Just gonna go ahead and do that. You guys, if you guys can hear that outside, that is the wind. We have 50-mile-per-hour winds right now, and it's, I think, 8 degrees. It's so bad.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Hold on, I'm coming back. Because we extra bougie. You can stop here. You can stop here, but would I stop here? No. And I'm not going to stop here because I haven't. But if I didn't, then I would have. But we're going to take some Parmesan. And we're going to grate some over the top. All right. That's it. That's all she wrote. So this is gonna go back into the oven for like another 10 minutes, so this can get all melty and ooey and gooey. And I'm about to say dinner's almost ready. Here is our cheesy pizza, our cheesy bread. So I'm gonna take it off of here. Try not to burn my hand. since we put it on the parchment, hope you guys can see. All right, so that's how it's looking. Now let's see. Ooh, on the first try, oh, that's a miracle. So I'm just gonna use a pizza cutter. We'll see what your sister just did.
Okay.
You could have added more cheese to it, whatever you really wanted. I've made these before, and I've dunked them into red sauce and did like the crazy bread pizza, you know, that you get from like Domino's. So I'm gonna show you. Literally just comes right off. I'll take it from this side. Comes right off.
How do my hair stop?
And it's nice and thick.
How much try a piece?
You want to try a piece, Becky? Okay. We'll pick that up.
Too tall.
So you want to try a piece? Good, Betty.
Mmm.
It's good. Mmm. Perfect.
I'm too tall. I can see my head.
It's really good, right? Would you recommend? All right, let's bowl up your soup, right? All right, so you can see they're nice and thick. I'm trying to find, like, down here you could see too. Nice and thick. Got a little crunch to it. Season it however you want it, okay? So we'll put that off to the side. And here is our egg lemon soup. So you could see, again, I did not add the onion or the carrot in, but you could do that. And I didn't add any. You could add kale or spinach. I didn't do that as well. I kept it real simple. So it is very low carb, but flavor packed. I tried the broth. It tastes just like I remember it. This legit tastes like something from the restaurant. Egg lemon is like one of those like specialty soups that they don't make every day. And it was my favorite. I literally called my mom and I was like, Mom, I made it and it tastes just like it. So I'm gonna have my kids try it and then I will show you everything all plated up. All right, Sophie, what do you think about the soup? It's good? Becky, what do you think about the soup? How would you describe it? You're gonna try it? Be careful, blow on it. It's hot. It's hot. How does it taste though?
Amazing.
Do you like, it's amazing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Was it like can you taste the lemon?
Yeah.
But not too much lemon, right? Yeah. It's got like a good flavor.
Yeah.
All right, well tell them thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Tell them make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe.
All right guys, well there you go. You got some restaurant quality, and I could say restaurant quality because I've had the restaurant one, egg lemon soup, which is so good. I will link this recipe down below. And as a side, you got some cheesy bread. So really good, very comforting, keep you warm on a cold winter's day, and keep you still doing the damn keto thing. So I will see you guys on the next one. Take it easy, friends.